What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. We're going to be doing a SoFi update today. Be sure to smash the like button if you enjoy the video. Let's try and get this video over 1,000 likes. Don't forget to drop a comment. I'm going to be commenting back to as many people as I can. So we got a brand new headline coming out today covering, these student loans. I believe we're less than 3 weeks away from an announcement. Nobody knows exactly what's going to be happening because there's still that 10,000 of forgiveness potentially on the table. We need to try and understand, is Biden going to extend the student loan payments out till 2023 and make the confirmation on the $10,000 forgiveness right before midterms? We're going to be reading through that article, guys, because there's a lot of information in it, and it is a great deal to SoFi's potential growth. Okay, these student loans could be potentially 5 to 10% north or south growth. If we have these student loans heading into 2023, that could be an extra 10% growth. If we don't have them, we could be losing 10% growth. So I just want you guys to see that SoFi is significantly undervalued right now, and we only have a couple of months left inside of this year. So we need to start looking at 2023, what kind of potential growth we could have, what's the valuation going to be looking like. And we're also going to look at some other institutional holdings for SoFi that have now been updated. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. This is the #1 YouTube channel covering the SoFi stock. Let's get into it. So take a look at this article, guys. Yahoo Finance, August 13th, 8 a.m. today. This article just came out. This is Insider. Student loan payments are set to restart in less than 3 weeks. It's the closest Biden has ever been to the deadline without giving borrowers any update. So what could this tell us, guys? He's never waited this long to do a further extension. He's pushing it out to the last moment. Is he going to go with the extension and just, confirm that the 10,000 forgiveness is happening? I really don't know, but I know that a lot of you guys, I'd say over 70%, say that he is 100% extending these student loans out till 2023. But let's just read through this article and see what we have. Student loan payments are set to resume after August 31st. With less than 3 weeks to go, Biden has still not indicated whether that date will be pushed back. It's the closest borrowers have ever been to resuming payments without any update from Biden. TikTok, Mr. President, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren said in July 2021. Over a year later, the clock is still ticking for millions of federal student loan borrowers as they are wondering, with less than 3 weeks until their payments are set to resume, if that deadline will get extended and if President Joe Biden will cancel their student loan debt, referring to that $10,000 reduction. Biden and his administration have confirmed on numerous occasions that he will be sticking with his timeline to announce broad student loan forgiveness before August 31st. But that's also the date the pandemic pause on student loan payments is set to expire, and advocates and lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have expressed concerns. With that quickly approaching deadline, it leaves a very limited amount of time for the education department to get notices out to borrowers. Let's listen to what this gentleman had to say. This is Scott B., the executive director of the Student Loan Servicing Alliance, a trade group that represents federal student loan servicers, told insiders that he thinks the department continues to be unsure about what the administration is going to do here and doesn't want to be in the position of having to tell borrowers repayments are going to restart and then tell them it's not. And with Biden reportedly considering $10,000 in broad student loan forgiveness for borrowers making under $150,000, B added that it would take months for loan companies to figure out how to implement that relief. But at this point, he's preparing for student loan payments to resume on September 1st, unless Biden directs companies otherwise. So this guy has no clue what's about to happen. Still, Education Secretary Miguel Cardona promised in June that student loan borrowers would get ample notice on any changes to their account balances, and many would argue half a month isn't quite the notice they expected. A pause extension is a good start, Dems say, but not enough. It's not sure how the Republican lawmakers feel about continued extensions of the student loan payment pause, along with broad debt relief. 3 of them recently introduced legislation that would put an end to targeted loan forgiveness programs. We're just going to skip to the end, guys, because there's a lot of information. The American people are anxious. Voters are anxious. Your base is anxious. Extending the freeze will only extend the anxiety that millions of Americans feel, NAACP President Derek Johnson recently wrote in a letter to Biden. As the midterm elections approach and millions of Americans, including NAACP members, wonder when their concerns will be addressed, Johnson added, we pray that God grants you the courage to make a bold decision on student debt, one that will be remembered and celebrated for generations to come. So guys, as you can see, we went over about 3 different, important people. Nobody has a clue of what's going on. Some people are getting prepared for the student loans to start up. Some are referring to midterms, but understand Biden has never pushed the extension this close. We're talking 3 weeks. So who knows exactly what's going on? Is he going to extend it? What I keep thinking about, is he going to extend it and just confirm that the 10,000 forgiveness is happening for midterms? Because I believe if he passes up on that 10,000 forgiveness after November or whatever, he's going to be missing out on a lot of voters if he doesn't use that to his advantage of the 10,000 forgiveness. I believe he is going to use that 10,000 forgiveness to his advantage very soon, hopefully before his midterms, or he's not really going to get a big push from it, doing it, in 2023 or something like that. So that's something I've been thinking about, which is really important. All right, guys, in my last video, we just covered Vanguard and BlackRock. Their holdings have been updated. We're going to go over to Fintel and look at the new updated holdings, guys. Remember, just these top 4 companies are SoftBank, Vanguard, Silver Lake, and BlackRock. So we went through BlackRock's, they're updated. Vanguard is updated, and SoftBank, we know that they've been selling, so it's kind of updated because, they did a filing. But Silver Lake, we have not taken a look at this one yet, guys. Silver Lake, their filing is updated, as you can see, August 12th, and they have went with 0% change in shares. So they have not bought any more or sold any. So this is pretty much bullish in my opinion because they held their entire position. We know BlackRock was doubling down and Vanguard was adding as well. So right now it looks like, 3 of our top 4 institutions are in for the long term right now, okay? Price T. Rowe is another big one. They are not updated, so they're pretty much the last one to be updated. So let's see what Price T. Rowe does. But guys, the top 4 right now are officially confirmed. We have 2 buyers, 1 holder, and 1 seller with SoftBank. So everything's looking bullish in my opinion for our biggest holdings, guys. We're talking, close to 200 million shares just between these 4 companies. Now, what I was explaining in the beginning of the video is we don't have a lot of months left in this year, guys. What do we got? Less than 5 months away. We could see that SoFi's revenue was 64% in 2019. The pandemic paused, student loans destroyed them, 27% growth. Then they bounced back with other revenue streams, 74% revenue growth. And I think this year they're expecting right around 53%. So if SoFi is able to maintain that type of growth, guys, of 1.5 billion in revenue, 53% growth, that's going to take us to 2.25 billion with 50% growth. This is assuming student loans do come back. I believe we could trade around 10 times sales, guys. Right now, we're trading right around 5 times sales, but this is a tough environment because we've just been getting nasty headline after headline with these student loans. That's going to put SoFi at a 23 billion market cap. We're trading right around 7 billion market cap right now. So that would be a nice triple from here, guys. We're at about 7 billion to 23 billion. The stock could potentially pull a triple from here, guys. That is massive upside. Literally, we are less than 5 months away from 2023 happening. So if SoFi can put up this type of growth, that is absolutely incredible. And remember, guys, they're going to have massive cost savings with their bank charter. Their margins are going to be much better than a regular legacy bank with, massive expenses with their, brick and mortar buildings. It is just a matter of time before SoFi pulls a profit. I think they could easily pull, $100 million profit next year off that 2.25 billion. If you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. We know that the big headline last week was the SoftBank selling, and I'm telling you right now, the big headline that's coming up is the student loans. I want to hear your comments. Are we going to get a full extension? A lot of you guys, are agreeing on the extension happening to 2023, but I want to hear what you guys think about that student loan 10,000 reduction. Are they going to do that prior to midterms? Because if they pass it up after November, they're going to lose out on a massive bonus push. So are they going to put it out before November, or are they going to extend that after November? That is very, very important to, winning massive amount of votes for that age 20 to 30. I personally think they're going to put that 10,000 reduction out prior to midterms. Once again, my name is Kyle. Be sure to drop a comment, drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.